Come on, let me see it.
It's great. I'm sure inside it's a different story, but...
Here, have some. Paige, we just had...
Smells like you three been having some fun in here.
You got her.
The movie opens with a tense and unsettling scene. Two policemen are driving through a quiet road with a dangerous criminal, Krug, sitting in the back of their patrol car. Krug has been arrested and is being transported, but the silence inside the car already feels heavy, hinting at the danger he carries with him as they reach a railway crossing. The officers briefly stop to let a train pass. Out of nowhere, a speeding car slams violently into them, shaking the entire vehicle and leaving both policemen badly injured. The door of the second car opens and two figures emerge, a young man named Francis and a woman named Sadie. They are not strangers but Krug's ruthless accomplices. Sadie, who is also Krug's girlfriend, wastes no time. Without hesitation, she raises a gun and coldly shoots one of the policemen. Killing him instantly, Krug seizes the moment to break free. With fury in his eyes, he attacks the surviving officer, beating him mercilessly. During the assault, Krug finds a photograph of the officer's daughter inside the patrol car and mocks him with it before strangling the poor man to death with a belt. The gang is now back together. Krug, Sadie, and Francis, free and more dangerous than ever. The story then shifts to a much lighter and peaceful scene. We are introduced to a 17-year-old girl named Mary, swimming gracefully in a pool. Swimming is her passion, and her mother, Emma, proudly supports her. After finishing her laps, Mary climbs out of the pool, where her mother gently reminds her that she's done well for today and that it's time to stop. Emma adds that they need to get ready because the family is heading out for a vacation. Soon after, Mary and Emma drive off to pick up Mary's father, John, who works as a doctor. The family reunites warmly, and together they head toward a secluded guest house by a lake, nestled deep inside a forest far from the city. Upon arrival, they unpack and begin settling in. When Mary enters her room, she finds a photograph and a locket that belonged to her late brother. The memory hits her hard. Her brother had tragically drowned in the same lake years ago. After freshening up, Mary asks her parents if she can borrow the car to meet her friend, Paige. Emma hesitates and says no, worried about her safety, but John, being the more lenient parent, gives her the keys and even slips her some money. Excited, Mary drives off to meet Paige, who works at a small local store as a cashier. The two girls catch up, laughing and planning the fun night ahead. While they're chatting, a boy named Justin enters the shop to buy some items, including cigarettes. Paige insists that he needs to show an ID because he looks underage. Justin, smirking, says he'll show her something special if she agrees to sell him a pack. Hesitant at first, Paige eventually gives in. As Justin pays, one of his bills is stained with blood, which he quickly tries to hide. Curiosity gets the better of the girls, and when Justin invites them over to his house, Paige drags Mary along. At first, Mary stays in the car, but when Paige doesn't return, she walks in and finds Paige sitting casually with Justin, smoking. Paige urges Mary to join them, offering a special cigarette. Though reluctant, Mary finally gives in. Soon after, Mary receives a call from her mother, reminding her to come home before dark. Mary lies, telling her she will spend the night at Paige's house instead. What seems like harmless fun quickly takes a dark turn when the door bursts open. Krug storms in with Sadie and Francis behind him. Mary and Paige are shocked to learn that Justin is Krug's son, and the boy's frightened expression says it all. He knows exactly how dangerous his father is. Krug sneers at the girls and berates Justin for letting strangers inside, angrily reminding him that their faces are already in the newspapers as wanted criminals. Mary tries to calm him down, promising they won't say anything, but Krug coldly replies that he cannot take that risk. Panic sets in. Paige attempts to escape by rushing to the bathroom and trying to call for help, but Francis breaks in, smashes her phone, and knocks her unconscious. The nightmare has begun. Krug orders everyone into the car, including Justin. As they drive, Francis begins harassing Paige. A police car briefly passes them, and Paige tries to scream for help, but Francis threatens them with a knife to stay silent. Krug then veers off the road toward the forest. Mary notices with horror that they are heading straight in the direction of her family's guest house. Desperate, both Mary and Paige struggle inside the car, causing Krug to lose control. The vehicle crashes into a tree, injuring Francis and breaking his nose. Furious, the gang beats the girls. Amid the chaos, Mary and Paige manage to run. Paige dashes into the forest, but Francis and Sadie chase her down. They brutally assault her, and Krug, in an act of sheer cruelty, stabs her when she refuses to stay quiet. Mary, meanwhile, tries to fight back. She strikes Krug with a rock and runs toward the lake. The gang fires at her as she dives in and swims desperately to the other side. Just before reaching safety, a bullet pierces her body. She faints in the water as heavy rain begins pouring. Believing she is dead, Krug and his crew abandon her and search for shelter. Their search leads them directly to a nearby guest house, Mary's family home. Emma opens the door, completely unaware of who they are. Krug explains that their car crashed and they need help. With the storm raging outside, Emma invites them in. John, not recognizing them either, treats Francis's injury. Emma even offers them coffee, showing them kindness they don't deserve. But soon, subtle clues start to appear. Justin notices a family photo of Mary on the fridge and realizes the horrifying truth. These are her parents. Stricken with guilt, he secretly leaves Mary's locket in the kitchen as a silent clue before slipping away. Later that night, Mary, barely alive, manages to drag herself across the lake and collapses outside the house. Emma and John discover her and are devastated by her condition. When they find the locket in the kitchen, everything becomes clear. The guests staying under their roof are the monsters who tortured their daughter. Furious but determined to protect Mary, they plot quietly. But when Francis grows suspicious and discovers Mary in the house, a brutal fight erupts. John and Emma fight back with everything they have, eventually killing Francis in a grisly struggle. Their grief has turned into vengeance. One by one, they begin taking out Krug's gang. Sadie is killed, Francis is already gone, and eventually they face Krug himself. A bloody, relentless fight breaks out between John and Krug. Even when Justin tries to help by pointing a gun at his father, it turns out to be empty. Krug nearly overpowers them, but in the end, John and Emma, fueled by rage and the desire for justice, finally defeat him. But John is not satisfied with a simple death. Knowing the torment Krug caused his daughter, he decides to make him suffer. He paralyzes Krug and places his head inside a microwave. As the machine hums, Krug's head slowly cooks from the inside until it violently explodes, ending his life in the most gruesome way possible. The next morning, the surviving family, John, Emma, and their daughter Mary, quietly leave by boat, their faces marked by grief but also by grim relief. Justice, though brutal, has been served. And with that, the story closes.